Hello viewers, today I have come with a prose piece of class 10, A Letter to God by G.L. Fuentes. So from the very title it is quite clear that someone is writing a letter to God. About the author, G.L. Fuentes was born 1897 and he died in the year 1966, was a Mexican poet, novelist and journalist. Fuentes started writing at the age of 15 when the Mexican Revolution began. Before proceeding into the text, some key points are to be remembered. In this short story you will find that there is a struggle between man and nature, obviously the adverse aspect of nature. Another point is that ingratitude of human beings, fatalism. Fatalism means that how we are controlled by fate or immanent will and how it is playing its role in human life. If we are having a look into the novels of Thomas Hardy, definitely this fatalism could be found in an abundantly we will find. Another aspect is there, role of religious faith in our lives. जहाँ पे कोई उम्मीद नहीं होता है, जहाँ पे सारी उम्मीद खत्म हो जाता है, तहाँ उस जगह पे faith, religious faith help us to live, to keep alive our hope. These are the key points to be remembered. In the story, we will find that Fuentes takes us to a beautiful valley. Definitely the setting is pastoral, and in that valley one farmer is there, namely Lancho. He was living with his family. He was prospecting a good crops from his field, and in that valley there was only one house on the crest of the hill, and Lancho was living happily with his little family. Now we will move into the text. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. So in the entire valley there was only one house that was on the crest of a low hill. There was a low hill, small hill was there, and on the crest means on the top of a hill, there was only one house. From this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. So it is a pictorial description. It is a rural setting where we can see that a gentle river, a small brook perhaps, was flowing gently, and there was a field of ripe corn dotted with flowers, and this is an indication that the harvest will be good. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. So Lancho was expecting a downpour. If it is happening, if it is coming, definitely he will have a good crops. Throughout the morning, Lancho, who knew his fields intimately, so Lancho is the farmer, he is the chief protagonist of the story, and he knew his field very intimately, very closely, had done nothing but else but see the sky towards the northeast. So he is looking in the sky towards the northeast corner. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. So Lancho is sharing his feeling with his wife. This woman is the wife of Lancho, and he expected that there will be a downpour. The woman who was preparing supper means food for the night, replied, "Yes, God will." So she The she is a very simple kind of woman, village woman, typical farmer's wife, and she had a deep faith upon God, and she gave the credit that yes, God will help us by providing downpour. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called them all. Come for dinner. It was during the meal that just as Lancho had predicted. So Lancho predicted that there may be a downpour. Big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of cloud could be seen approaching. From the northeast corner of the sky, Lancho saw that a mountain of clouds was approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These are not raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins." So, ये बरसात नहीं है, these are new coins. New coins means these raindrops will help to grow Lancho's crops in a better way. Lancho is totally depending. The economical condition of the family is totally depending upon the raindrops. That's why these are very welcoming for Lancho, and he compared the raindrops with new coins. The big drops are 10-cent prices and the little ones are 5s. So बड़ा जो drops है, those are of 10-cent prices and the little ones are 5s. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flour wrapped in a curtain of rain. Wrapped in means covered with. But suddenly a strong wind. Actually, students, look from these lines. I have highlighted the portion. These are not raindrops. यहाँ से question अक्सर किया जाता है. This is the favorite area for the question setter to frame question. Okay. While Lancho has compared the raindrops, big raindrops with the 10-cent prices and the little ones with 5. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flower trapped in a curtain of rain, but suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstone began to fall. Hailstone. So the big, a hailstorm started with accompanied with the rain, and this is a matter of great concern for Lancho, because if the hailstorm is continuing for a long time, definitely it will harm his field. This is not good for his crops. This truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys exposing themselves to the rain ran out to collect the frozen furs. Now the boys, out of childish simplicity, they are coming out from their house and they are collecting the frost, actually the hail that was falling from the sky. And look the expression of Lancho, the farmer, who knew his field intimately, and he was well aware that what will happen if it continues for a long time. It's really getting bad, exclaimed the man. I hope it passes quickly. But Lancho is quite optimistic. He expected that yes, it has started, no doubt. If it is continuing for a short time, no matter, it will not cause much harm to my field. But if it is continuing for a long time, definitely it will be the ruin of his family, of the farmer as well as of the family. It did not pass quickly, but the hailstorm continued for a long time. For an hour, the hail rained on the house. So the hailstorm continued for an hour. The garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. So I hope it passes quickly. This is an example of irony. You may say irony means something is stated, it is an verbal irony. So लैंचो को कहना क्या है, ये जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा, जल्दी पास हो जाएगा, खत्म हो जाएगा, बट इट इज कंटिन्यूइंग, इट इज प्रोलॉन्गिंग फॉर एन आवर. सो जो बोला गया है वर्ब, उसका जो यूज किया गया है वर्ब पासेस, इट पासेस क्विकली. सो लैंचो का जो कहना है, इट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ irony means it is a figures of speech, something is stated and happening just the opposite. The field was white as if covered with salt. Now why the short story writer has used the term salt? Because salt is an essential element which will enhance the taste of your food, but if it is added to a great extent, definitely it will just spoil, it will mar the taste or it will mar the food. So थोड़ा बहुत अगर बरसात हो जाता फील्ड में तो ठीक है, but if it is continuing for an hour, definitely it is a great concern for Lancho. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. So the corn field, the entire field was completely destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lancho's soul was filled with sadness. It is quite obvious that he with his family has worked so hard in the field, and when he was expecting a good crops, on that meantime nature is playing nature is playing a very cruel role and is completely destroying his field. When the storm had burst, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, a plague of locust. This is a collective noun. Plague of locust. Locust, what is? It is an insect which fly in big swarms, group, and destroy crops. A plague of locust would have left more than this. इससे अच्छा तो जो लोकस्ट का जो झुंड है वो भी कुछ बचा कुचा के छोड़ के जाता है, लेकिन ये हेल स्टॉर्म ने कुछ नहीं छोड़ा. द हेल हैज लेफ्ट नथिंग. दिस ईयर वी विल हैव नो कॉर्न. दैट नाइट वॉज अ सॉरोफुल वन. ऑल आवर वर्क फॉर नथिंग. सो दे वर्क हार्ड बट दे आर गेटिंग नथिंग. देयर इज नो वन हु कैन हेल्प अस. अब nobody is there to help the family. We will go hungry this year. This year we will go hungry. This is the fear-ridden vision of destiny. Okay, he expected that something good will happen, but ultimately fate played a joke with him. Some question answers are there, oral comprehension. I am skipping this portion. But in the heart of all who lived in the solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. But जहाँ पे सारी उम्मीद खत्म हो जाता है, वहाँ पे एक उम्मीद जीत रहता है, बचा रहता है. That is the help from God. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. This is the words. This is the speech of the woman. That is the wife of Mr. Lancho, the farmer, and she is trying to console her husband. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lancho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. So God is the omnipresent, omniscient. He is like our parent. He can feel, even if you are not uttering, if you are not speaking, he can read one's conscience. So Lancho thought that God is sensible enough, God is judicious enough to understand. Lancho was an ox of man, working like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to ride. So though Lancho was a farmer, he was like an ox. He was working in his field, but he is not complete. He is not a layman completely. He is not an illiterate. He knows how to read and write. The following Sunday at daybreak, he began to write a letter which he himself would carry to town and place in the mail. So Lancho wrote a letter on the Sunday morning, and when the daybreak in the morning, he went to the town and he dropped the letter in the. He thought it was a letter, and he thought that he will drop it in the mailbox. He will place it in the mailbox. It was nothing less than a letter to God. It is nothing but a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you do not help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crops come, because the hailstorm ... He is not completing the letter because Lancho thinks that God is sensible enough to understand his mind, his heart. He can read his conscience, so he is not prolonging the letter. Rather, he is with some ellipsis. He is just finishing his letter. He thought that God will sensible enough to understand his conscience, his mind. He wrote to God on the envelope. Envelope के ऊपर क्या लिखा था? To God. Put the letter inside and still travel on to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. And he wrote on the envelope to God, pasted a stamp on the envelope and dropped it into the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman and also helped at the post office, went to his boss and laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. So he was showing that perhaps someone has given a letter to God. Someone has written a letter to God. And first of all, it is a very funny thing definitely. I think Oh My God movie में भी आप लोग देखे होंगे कि how PK, the alien from the other planet, so he don't know about the norms and custom of our earth. That's why he is peculiar to us. But Lancho का देखिए how simple the farmer is. How simple the farmer is. He don't know that the God is there or not. God will reply him or not. But he is a very religious kind of person. He is a very simple kind of person, and he wrote the letter to God. Never in his career as a postman had he known that address. The postman, a fat, amiable means friendly and pleasant kind of person, pleasant, amiable fellow, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned seriously and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of man who wrote this letter." So at first he was laughing very much, but later he became very serious and he commented that look, the person has a unflinching faith upon God. Unflinching faith upon God. We must not shake the faith of that person. So starting up a correspondence with God. So in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea. वो एक innovative idea के साथ आता है, आगे आता है. Right answer, and he decided that he will answer the letter. But when he opened it, जब ये उसको खोलता है, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. Goodwill, ink and paper के सिवा भी और कुछ जरूरत है. किसी का अगर विश्वास रखने के लिए अगर आप गुडविल के साथ इंक एंड पेपर को थोड़ा पेन पेपर में आप लिखना अच्छा प्रयास छोड़ के भी और कुछ जरूरत था. But he stuck to his resolution. But he decided, the postmaster decided that he was so resolute that I will help that person. He asked for money from his employees. So from his employees he asked some monies. He himself gave part of his salary. So from his salary he sacrificed some salary, some part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give. They were compelled to give some portion of their salary also for an act of charity. ये अच्छा काम के लिए उन लोग भी देने के लिए मजबूर हो गया था. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. So for an postmaster and his employee, it is not a very easy task. It is not a where it is not a very easy task to gather the promised amount or the asked amount, that is 100 peso. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half, आधा से कुछ ज़्यादा. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lancho and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. चिट्ठी के ऊपर जैसे लैंचो ने लिखा था गॉड, उन्होंने भी सिग्नेचर के जगह एक ही वर्ड लिखा था, सिंगल वर्ड. व्हाट इज दैट वर्ड? गॉड. Again I am skipping this oral comprehension. The following Sunday Lancho came with a bit earlier than usual to ask. नेक्स्ट संडे ने लैंचो फिर चला गया उस जगह पे पोस्ट ऑफिस में, टू आस्क इफ देयर वाज ए लेटर फॉर हिम. उसके लिए कोई चिट्ठी आया है क्या? इट वाज द पोस्टमैन हिमसेल्फ हु हैंडेड द लेटर टू हिम व्हाइल द पोस्टमास्टर एक्सपीरियंसिंग द contentment means satisfaction actually, for a man who has performed a good deed. अच्छा काम करने के बाद आप satisfied होंगे, एक sense of gratification will be there कि चलो किसी का मैंने मदद कर दिया. तो उसने क्या किया? वो देख रहा था. Looked on from his office. He looked the reaction of that person. Lancho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money, but Lancho is a farmer. He is a very simple kind of person. He was not surprised at all to see the money. Such was his confidence, unflinching faith upon God. But he became angry when he counted the money. But पैसा गिनने की बाद उन्होंने थोड़ा angry, उसका anger could be reflected in his face, from his facial expression and gesture. God could not have made a mistake. भगवान का गलती हो ही नहीं सकता. Nor could he have denied Lancho what he had requested. और ना वो Lancho को ना बोल सकता है, ठुकरा तो नहीं सकता है Lancho को. Lancho ने पैसा मांगा उनको, तो भगवान का गलती हो नहीं सकता कि भाई चलो 100 की जगह 70 पैसों पहुंच गया, गलती हो सकता है. ऐसा तो होने की गुंजाइश नहीं, क्योंकि भगवान का गलती होता ही नहीं. और ऐसा भी नहीं हो सकता है कि भगवान को जितना मांगा उससे कम देगा, ये भी हो नहीं सकता. इमीडिएटली Lancho went up to the window to ask for a paper and ink. फिर पोस्ट ऑफिस का जो विंडो है वहां पे गया, एंड he asked for paper and ink because he was about to write another letter to God. And you can guess what will be the subject matter of his next letter. On the public writing table, बैंक में पोस्ट ऑफिस में पब्लिक राइटिंग टेबल होता है, वहां पे गया. he started to write with much wrinkle on his eyebrow actually. So wrinkling was there, and this wrinkling on his eyebrow, it's a clear indication that he was angry. He was not happy with the money that he has received from God, okay, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp, which he licked and then he is fixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. So he is just pasting the stamp paper on the envelope. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. He was curious in the second letter what he has written. He was expecting perhaps that he will say thank you God, आपने मेरा मदद किया इतना अच्छा. He was expecting, because he was gratified, he was satisfied, he was content that I have helped that person. But look the irony. It was his expectation. हेल्प करने के बाद आप क्या उम्मीद कर सकते हैं? आप उम्मीद कर सकते हैं कि चलो मदद किया तो उन्होंने थैंक यू बोलेगा या कुछ. It was his expectation. So out of curiosity he went to open the second letter. But look what is happening. It said, the letter said, God, of the money that I asked for, भगवान मैंने जितना पैसा आपसे मांगा था, only 70 pesos reached me. 70 पैसो मेरे पास पहुंचा. पैसो इज द मैक्सिकन करेंसी. जैसे इंडिया में रुपी होता है, पैसो इज द मैक्सिकन करेंसी. इट इज द करेंसी ऑफ ऑल द लैटिन अमेरिकन कंट्रीज. सेंड मी द रेस्ट, बाकी जितना है उसको भी भेज दीजिए, सिंस आई नीड इट वेरी मच. बट डू नॉट सेंड इट टू मी थ्रू द मेल. मेल के जरिए इसको मत भेजिए, बिकॉज द पोस्ट ऑफिस एम्प्लॉयज आर ए बंच ऑफ क्रुक्स. पोस्ट ऑफिस का लुक. दिस इज द डिवास्टेटिंग आयरनी ऑफ द स्टोरी. आयरनी है. आयरनी क्या है? Postmaster and his employees helped the poor farmer, the wretched farmer. Okay, and look, in place of thank you or what they expected, they get another negative comment. This is the ingratitude of Lancho. Okay, so this is the great irony. What they expected, the thing happened just the opposite. But do not send it. Do not send the money to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. जो लोग आपको मदद किया है, आपको हेल्प करने की कोशिश किया है, जो लोग आपके लिए गॉड बनने की कोशिश किया है, उसको आप क्या आप उनके लिए क्या वर्ड इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो? A bunch of crooks, Lancho. Okay, we are stopping here. This is the explanation I tried to read out for the students. If you like the video, definitely let me know by your comments. I request you to share it as much as possible among your friends, and if good responses are coming, definitely I will prepare another video with the question answer section. Thank you.